Hey, my name's Clayton. Have an Oculus Rift, a good computer, and just have a little bit of experience doing different games and demos, and figured I'd try one out for you guys and, I don't know, showcase what you can do with it, I guess. Let's begin. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think I'm going to start a new game. The other one I did like 5 minutes playthrough, but I've played this demo when it was first being created, like when it was like an alpha or beta or whatever you want to consider it, even before it got into the early release program on Steam. And it's always been a great game. It's beautifully optimized, virtually no lag and turning, very high fidelity, and I don't have the highest graphics card, but it works perfectly. Alright, so let's start. I think the story is like this is some kind of old magical land. Holy shit, that is new. Yeah, like a magical land, there's floating islands, ancient guardians, discoveries just waiting for you to find. And honestly, it is my hands down favorite Oculus Rift experience. So yeah, Alright, so first off, it's just an easy tutorial. You get used to the controls. Sorry, they just did a lot of visual updates for this. It looks like this is we're the same game I've played before. Holy shit, dude. Alright, and of course, like any good kind of, I don't know, platformer, you can wall jump. I always find myself leaning in, trying to kind of go with it, just to land perfectly. Even though I know me leaning has nothing to do with where I land, but hey, just have some fun. Oh, cool. Up till now, I haven't had, like, my triggers don't do anything. These are our grabbers. They kind of turn you into a wannabe Spider-Man. You gotta just swing from one to the other. Catch that? Alright, so I probably just went by that way too fast. I guess I didn't see an area, but it's actually kind of beautiful looking around here. Oh, shit! Alright, so let's just get through this beginning area. Again, I gotta get used to just turning the camera a little bit the way I think back. Yeah, it does. Okay. Alright, so I think that's the end of this like tutorial, or is that where you get? Because it doesn't look like it's going to be that hard. Or do I want to go through that? Whatever. Alright. Yeah, whatever, I'll hit the checkpoint. So this game, if you're like trying to fall off the ledge or something, like God forbid you miss your jump, you're just like, ah, shit, no! Oh, press Y, you go back to the starting place. Otherwise, you hit the bottom to respawn anyways, but kind of just helps. So whenever you see those gates, try to hit them. Makes your life a whole lot easier. So let's do this. I always used to make the mistake of just something like this and try to release and you don't have that board. You're a pendulum. So what you need to do is create, like, let go right at the bottom of your swing just as you start to go up, and you'll be able to launch yourself. So you can actually conserve virtually all of your forward momentum, if not even increase it. So it makes travel a lot easier. You see why Spider-Man gets around so quick. Especially with Oculus Rift, you can experience it firsthand. Actually used to have one of the other VR devices you can get, called the Core FX Best, I think it was. Yeah. And basically, it was a vest that had a little circuit board in it and some bass transducers. So it'd vibrate when sound went through it. It'd filter out sound and pick up only certain patterns and to translate into an actual force. So you'd wear the vest, and playing with this, you'd actually almost feel the wind flying by you as you soar through the air. Oh my god, it was amazing. I ended up going to the bottom of my laundry hamper on accident because it fell off the rack, the shelf, and then I accidentally stepped on it, crushed it, and didn't run through it. Oh well. Kind of sad it's gone. Let's just play a bit more of this. So far, updates here just makes it look so much more beautiful. I mean, this game's always been such like a vast, simplistic art style like this, but just for some reason it feels very, very clean. I cannot stress that enough. If you have an Oculus Rift and have like a medium, okay computer, maybe not the best, even if you have a best, I mean, by all means get this, but if you're wanting a good game that you can run and have a like butter smooth kind of experience, this is definitely one I would recommend. Can I go up here? Yeah, I mean right now on Steam it's only $20 for the full version. You can get a demo version which is not nearly as optically revamped as this. I mean the art style is the same, but it just seems on a smaller scale. You can get it for free, but if you have the extra money, it's definitely be worth it. Alright, so grab this little glowing thing, right? Is it gonna open? Yeah, it's as if I've played video games before. You find a random keystone, you put it in a slot, it goes towards something. And I mean, that just looks like a gate to me. Not that I've ever played video games before, I would never know these kind of things. So I take it this is the first level. So wait, that means there's a level on that side. There's 3 whole. Alright, did they just split up the demo into smaller pieces? Fuck me. Alright, let's go. And there we go. Yeah, one of the easiest slopes in the game is the hardest for me to get up right there. I don't know why, but well. Alright. So hopefully the levels are not just small because they're trying to jam it all into one. Alright, this looks familiar. Okay, this is actually the original level, I think. Or it's very similar. Yeah, even has the tree immediately starting back. But you can get up to and go up there. I think it will. If I remember right, this is a really good route to go. Yep. But you know. I get high enough to where I can jump this ledge. Ew. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. And when you're on a ledge like this, oh fuck, it crashed. Alright. Well, I guess that's it for me now for today. Hope you enjoyed it. It's still frozen. Yeah. Enough for today. I think it automatically saves its progress, but hey, that was fun. Thank you for watching. I tried not to blabber like an absolute idiot the entire time, but you know, for one of my first videos of actually recording a playthrough, so not really sure what to say. What's expected? Should I talk more of technical, like my technical experience with each demo? If I notice lag, if there's glitches I notice, if there's something that brings me out of the immersion that just ruins the VR process. Just talk about random stories or something, just so you can kind of just watch the game and kind of see it. But if you would want more feedback on the actual performance of the game and stuff, especially with Oculus Rift just coming out, you kind of want to gauge and figure out what demos are going to be good, what is kind of a pro and con of it before you try it out. Like, so for instance, if I was trying a VR game that gets you really sick, or like a roller coaster that has bad motion sickness, if that's something you want me to tell you, I mean, I'm probably going to say anyways, but I could probably more explicitly say that and maybe explain why it's doing that. Because with Oculus Rift, your frame rate, the positional camera stopping the side-to-side movement and only doing your rotation kind of gets disorienting. Some games, because you might be moving at speeds, which is fine, but you accelerate and stop, much like when you're in a car, induces car sickness. Tons of things that could be, but yeah. Other than that, until next video, see ya.